You're watching UnrealEntGaming. This is Gohan from Dragon Ball Z. You want to see me turn Super Saiyan? Or should I take it to the next level? I'm also the narrator, too. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, make sure and smash subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
As the battle between Broly and Jiren had now ceased courtesy of Goku having to interject in stopping Jiren from further causing any harm to Broly, but on top of that revealing a brand new power that even far surpasses that of Mastered Ultra Instinct as seen on the previous manga chapter video, with Goku now having to embed the fact that there are powers far beyond Ultra Instinct. The question here is how exactly will Jiren be able to come back from this and counter Goku's actions, and what exactly is Broly going to be up to now the fact that he's awake and confirmed to be alive? As once more before we begin, if you are new to this channel and have a love and passion for all things Dragon Ball and anime related, then be sure to smash that subscribe button on this channel and turn on all notifications to never miss a single upload, along with giving this video a big thumbs up by slapping that like button down below if you guys love Dragon Ball and anime, as well as checking out the official Dragon Ball fan mangas playlist located down in the description box below, to where on that playlist you guys will be able to find all the latest and best Dragon Ball fan mangas created by the community for the community. So be sure to head on down below, check out the official Dragon Ball fan mangas playlist for all the best and latest videos on Dragon Ball fan mangas. As we kick off Monty Black's Beyond Dragon Ball Super Story of Jiren vs. Moro manga chapter special with a brief flashback of the showcase between Broly and Goku having to train on planet Vampa. Goku had initially taken Broly under his wing and trying to guide him and teaching him the ways of breaking past his limits, as Goku went along to further tell Broly, "Your power is insane, Broly, but remember, despite where you may be, there is always a power greater than the one you have now. Let's try again and push you beyond your limit." As of course they then go on to do just that on planet Vampa. Goku then went along to continue, "The more you are able to push yourself in battle, the more you are able to grow beyond your wildest dreams, Broly. I have no doubt that you will soon achieve the same level of power that both me and Vegeta have, but it's going to take you shattering your limits in order to do so." As of course we get to see how Blue Goku is going head to head against full-powered Super Saiyan Broly, and this all goes back to Goku's initial speech with Jiren and having to remind him that there's always going to be a level far beyond the one you currently have, and he further went along to demonstrate this by showcasing the powers of Mastered Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct. As of course we get to see how the entirety of planet Vampa is shaking, Goku went along to further stand back and acknowledging Broly by telling him, "You are going to have to dig deep if you ever hope of overcoming the challenge that's placed in front of you. I know you have what it takes, and I want you to draw it out as much as you can." And this then forces Broly into channeling up more of his power and unleashing it against Goku, but then Goku, eerily enough, just as we've seen before, goes on ahead to further close his eyes, as of course he then acknowledges the fact that Broly is outputting even more power than how he was before in his attempts of having to beat down Goku, and as of course we get to see how Broly is on an unrelenting pursuit in having to attack and finish off Goku for good. Goku, being the master that he is ducking, dodging, bobbing, and weaving all of Broly's attacks, and this is really forcing the best out of Broly until Goku is shown directly jumping from Super Saiyan Blue right into the mastered ability of Ultra Instinct, and with Broly's fist literally halted in place, Goku went along to tell him, "Your power is something to be proud of, Broly, but not if you can't do anything to control it. And what's more, evolve it." And as we then get to see how Broly is shown visibly angry with Goku's hand planted right near his trap, Goku then went along to continue, "If you don't change how you are, then you will never be able to protect the ones you care about and overcome the odds placed in front of you. Do you understand?" And I love how Broly then powers back down to base form, because this gives me the same vibes that Whis had given Beerus when he originally had chopped him in the neck and knocking him out, because from there Goku ends up doing the exact same thing and having to knock Broly on the ground, and as soon as Broly hits the ground and reverting back to his base form, he then uttered, My body, how Are you this strong? And with Goku touching back down, he then went along to tell Broly, Broly, you are one of the most impressive fighters I think I've ever seen. Your will to grow in power are unmatched. I don't expect you to reach my levels of power just yet, but in time, you will. And not only that, but I'm sure by then, you would have already have surpassed me. But you've gotta keep pushing on, no matter what. Which the basic lesson here is the fact that Goku wants to embed within Broly's head that he has to keep on pushing, that he has to keep on growing, and that despite what level he may be at, there's always room to grow. Hence why he had told Jiren that Mastered Ultra Instinct is not the ceiling, but in fact, there are barriers that you can break beyond and going far beyond that, as we then see how Goku goes on to reach on out to Broly and picking him up. Before doing so, he then tells him, I'm ready whenever you are. You're a fast learner, so there is no doubt that you'll get even better when we start sparring again. What do you say? And if you have any questions, I'm always open in answering them. And with Broly looking up, he then smiles as he grabs onto Goku's hand and standing back up, as Goku continues, man Broly, your improvement is amazing. Kakarot, says Broly, how can I be like you? Use that power, as Goku responds, well, you know all about Super Saiyan and Rage. Super Saiyan Blue is the result of ki control. You have to hold in all of your power, and if you have enough to match a Super Saiyan God, you can become Super Saiyan Blue by using the Super Saiyan transformation. And with Broly overhearing this, Goku then continues, this is hard to do if you haven't mastered the emotional and physical strain of Super Saiyan. Again, you need lots of control and a calm, cool, and collective attitude in battle, which you have a lot of trouble with, which as Goku continues, he then tells Broly, I think I've mastered it, but because I'm not a god, trying to hold in all of this energy in blue destroys my body from the inside over long periods of time. As right before he powers back down, he then tells Broly maybe one day I'll be strong enough to contain all of this energy with ease, with Broly asking, what about what you just did now? Oh, Ultra Instinct, Goku says. I've spent years as a martial artist learning from every fighter I could, until my body was a fighting machine. When I met Lord Beerus, it moved for the first time on its own. But when I let go of my emotions and thoughts, my body takes over and does the thinking for me. So this is the result of martial arts, which is what I'm trying to teach you now. This is the hardest technique I've learned, but it's the ultimate tool for a martial artist. It's the opposite of Super Saiyan. Rather than giving into your emotions, you let go of them completely. And with Goku powering back down, he then tells Broly, well, I think you better learn to control that massive energy of yours first, Broly. Honestly, if you can do that, you might not even need that technique. When can I do that, asks Broly, with Goku asking him, so, you think you need one of those senzus? With Broly responding, no, I think I will save it for another day. I see, and as we then go back to present day Broly, who is floating, injured, and battle damaged following his battle against Jiren, we then get to see how of course Chile remembers that she in fact does have that one senzu bean that Goku was giving to Broly in wanting him to use it right then and there for their training session, but instead he had handed this over onto Chile to hold on to, and that's when of course she then remembers, as of course she then looks up. The Grand Priest then went along to tell her, so you would like to give that senzu to Broly. It's okay, we expected as much. And with Chile taken back, we then get to see how of course the Grand Priest snaps his fingers, and with Chile getting within proximity of Broly, Broly looks on as Chile goes on to reach down and grabbing the senzu bean and telling Broly, talk to me. Can you speak? And as she goes on ahead to bite into the senzu bean and leaning on down, she then goes on ahead to give Broly the senzu by kissing Broly in the mouth, as of course Broly is right nearing the point of death. And at this point Broly knows that there's nothing that he can do. He can't move, he could barely breathe, he could barely do anything to sustain himself, so Shili ends up cracking the bean in her mouth and she pours it into Broly, as of course Broly consumes this. With Goku looking on, Jiren then goes on to stand back up, as of course he notices how there's something going on with Broly, as only then, right then and there is a massive burst of energy, a massive burst of light that shines through, and as Chile turns around, she's also surprised, as is everybody else, because this power output is so massive, that literally the entire world of Void and wherever it is that they're at can feel the depths of this power having to shine through, and with Sheila looking on, she could not help but be absolutely mesmerized at what Broly had achieved, because his hair is different, his power output is different, and there seems to be somewhat of a light that's shining right through his chest, as only right then and there we have the introduction of what is considered to be full-powered Super Saiyan Blue Broly, as of course he then goes on ahead to open his eyes and readying himself for battle, as only then Monty Black's Beyond Dragon Ball Super fan manga special then comes to a close. Now, this is what assumingly is going to be the final battle between Jiren and Broly, and everything had culminated in Broly activating this power only because the purpose of the flashback was to take a look back at when Goku was training Broly, when Goku was helping Broly in trying to break through his ceilings in achieving a new level of power, and now that Broly has, the question here is, will he be able to finally defeat Jiren, or is Jiren going to somehow be able to, even now with Mastered Ultra Instinct, have enough power to trump Broly's full-powered Super Saiyan Blue transformation, as of course we're going to find out in the next manga chapter ahead. But in the comment section below, I want to get your thoughts on two specific things, which that happened to be number one, let's just say if Broly did achieve a power like this, and he was able to tap into the powers of Super Saiyan Blue, then how strong would he be by comparison to the powers of Ultra Instinct Saiyan, Mastered Ultra Instinct, let's just say in theory Mastered UI Jiren, and number two, in this upcoming fight ahead, who do you guys think is going to win? Is it going to be Broly? Is it going to be Jiren? Or is this somehow going to result in somewhat of a tie? I want to get your thoughts down below again. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for your time. If of course you guys are new to the channel, then I do encourage you guys to go on ahead and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications by clicking on the bell icon, as well as giving this video a big thumbs up by slapping that like button down below. Tune back in for more. We have more stories coming up for you guys. I really enjoy this only because Broly is Goku's student, and Goku is going out of his way to make sure that Broly does in fact surpass his own limits by shattering through them, but in this upcoming fight ahead, will Broly be able to do it? We're gonna have to wait and see. So again, thank you all so much for watching, thank you all so much for your time. You guys can also go on ahead and follow Monty. His Twitter link will be located down below, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you guys down in the comment section below. Have a great day everybody, and take care. Peace. And a quick little reminder before you guys go, if you guys are unaware, I do have a second gaming channel located down in the description box below, so be sure to head on over to Unreal Royale and hit that subscribe button along with turning on all notifications, as to there, you guys will find all different kinds of gaming content that you will not get to find on UnrealEntGaming, titles and video games such as Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, Gears of War, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Z Legends, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, Minecraft, Blair Witch, and many other retro games on that channel. So if you guys are into gaming, then make sure you guys subscribe over on Unreal Royale. I want to thank you all so much for your time, and I'll catch you all in the next one.
This is the Galactic Emperor of the Universe, and of course I'm here to tell you to subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
Also follow UnrealEntGaming on these social media platforms to stay connected at all times. And if you don't, then very soon you will all be dead! Oh, did someone say UnrealEntGaming? Oh my god.
The fuck's up, on? Put on some clothes!
Well, why don't you put on any clothes?
What? I don't need clothes, but Jesus Christ, that's huge! What, Broly?
Freezer.
Uh-oh.
Prepare to die!
But once you get video, lots of likes, or Bill will turn you into chocolate!
Vados, get over here! Tell these mortals that I'm the biggest UnrealEntGaming fan. This is my moment. I'm a part of his notification squad. Universe 7 can have all the fun. I just want the food.
And don't forget to leave a comment on this video. Show some love for the best community on YouTube.
Kakarota!